Hey there, my name is Matthew Alec. I am a saxophonist and producer and band leader in Cleveland, Ohio, and that's in the US, of course. Actually, funny enough, my latest song is The Chicken, which is off the live album, Live at the Bop Stop, which just came out last week, but I did not write that song, so that's probably not the song you're looking for. The last song that came out that I actually wrote was called Art Triumphed Through Attrition, which was part of my Jazz Meets Poetry series, and it featured the very talented young bassist Miguel Terran Torres. And you can find that song in your favorite digital store right now. It's been out, I think, close to a year now. Art Triumphed Through Attrition is exactly as the title implies. I was inspired by the many trials and tribulations that I've had through my music career. It's gone on about 2 decades now, and I was inspired to write a song that really delved into all of the things that I've felt over the last 20 years and all of the hurdles that I've had to overcome over the last 20 years. There have been a few heights of success, I think, in that 20 years that I've been fortunate enough to experience, but there have been lots and lots of lows, and I think that song is about that, and it's about me trying to overcome all of the many things that I've had to deal with during that time, and coming out on top, hopefully. Well, for me, it's about vision. Everything I kind of do is planned. That's just sort of the way I work. That's not to say that, I'm an improviser on the saxophone when I'm performing. And that is very spontaneous. Most of what I play is spontaneous. But when it comes to writing songs, when it comes to writing albums, I'm very, very planned. And I think my wife would tell you that I'm very planned with my life. I'm very rigid with my life, which is true. It's certainly true. But for a song for me, I set forth a vision, and I have an idea that I want to elaborate on, and I want to dig deep into. That's what songwriting is about for me. And of course, the hook. To me, a song is nothing without the hook. So you have to, convey something in the music and in the words and the lyrics that you're trying to say, something that, you feel, or something that you've observed about people or about society or about anything really. And you want to convey that in the words, but then you also want to convey it in the feeling of the song and the hook of the song. And it's that process about all of it coming together into one thing that I love, that really speaks to me in the process. Let's see. So if you want to write a song, I would start, and at least, it depends on what you're going for. So I write from 2 different places. So for one, I'm an instrumentalist, and I write a lot of music that is just instrumental, that doesn't have words. Those I start with the hook, with the melody, and oftentimes on the saxophone, sometimes at the piano, I will write a melody or a hook or just a groove, maybe sometimes. And then I start with that, and I develop the chords later, sitting at the piano. If it's a saxophone piece, if there's a melody that I've written, then I develop the hook and the melody, and then I sit down at the piano and I decide that what does the groove sound like on this, and what are the chords behind that. That's one way I kind of go about doing it. And then another way I go about doing it is that I will have, especially if it involves lyrics, I'm still a little bit new to the whole lyric writing. I've done it on a couple tunes now. I'm a good writer, and I'm a poet, so it does come naturally. But ironically, it's a different thing approaching a song lyrically. So I would say, with lyrics, and a lot of you out there are going to be lyrical writers. I would say, hum what you're feeling in your head first before you write the words. If you have words that you want to express, make sure that you hear the hook and you hear that melody in your head while you're writing the lyrics. The melody is the most important part. The music is the most important part. The words can come second. If there's something that you think that you want to express, say everybody writes love songs. Sure, love is great. If you're writing a love song, say you have the melody in your mind, you have it up here, and something sounds good, you have something that you're humming in your head, and you have a group of 3 or 4 words that sound right, but you just can't place that last word just yet. Just roll with it. Come up with the melody first, and then fit those words that you want into that melody. That would be my suggestion. Make sure that the music is just right, just the way that you want it, and the chords and the feeling are just the way that you want it, and the words fit them to that melody after the fact. Even if the words are the most important thing to you, if you're trying to really convey something, and me as a poet, if it's important to me that a certain grouping of words fits into a certain space and time on a song, figure that out after you figure out the melody. How you want the verse to go, how you want the pre-chorus to go, how you want the actual melody to go, the chorus, in a pop song. How you want that to sound is the most important. And then fit the words you're trying to do to that later. Sometimes it happens right away, and then sometimes it takes a little bit of time. But that would be my number one suggestion to young songwriters out there. Myself and my band, Matthew Alec and the Soul Electric, we are a jazz fusion / blues sometimes, and traditional jazz sometimes, and pop band and soul band sometimes. You can find us in your very favorite digital store, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube. I have a very nice YouTube channel. You can find us on any of those. Additionally, all of the social outlets, you'll find me on any of those. But for simplicity, go to Matthew Alec, that is ALEC as in Alec Baldwin, MatthewAlec.com. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day.